Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to Dupi Animation. And today we are going to be creating a gold or metallic logo animation. So we are going to be creating this animation. Okay. All right. So let's not waste time and let's start something. Okay. Let's pull up After Effects. So I have a couple of items here that I'm going to use for this particular animation. So let me just collect these items into my After Effects browser window here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be using this logo LS to do the animation. Okay. So let's create a new composition. Let's name it Final HD. Okay. All right. So let's drag and drop our logo into our final composition. So the logo is too big, so let's scale it down. Okay, something like this is okay. All right. Now let's insert in an adjustment layer. Let's right click in New Adjustment Layer and apply a fill effect to it. So let's go to Effects and Presets and type Fill. Double click to apply the fill effect on the logo and change the color to white. Okay. So now let's select the two layers and come to Layer, Pre-compose. Move all attributes, then name it logo here. Logo here. Okay. All right. After that, let's insert in a new solid layer. Let's name the layer Noise. Noise. Okay. All right. After that, go to Effects and Presets and type Fractal Noise. Fractal Noise. That's it here. Noise and grains. That's it here. Fractal Noise. Let's drag it onto our solid layer here. Okay. Now let's come to the fractal noise settings. Change the fractal type to dynamic twist. Okay. Then the contrast, let's make it something like 150. Transform scale, let's go something like 150 as well. Okay. Complexity, let's go 20. Let me see, subscaling, let's go something like 85. I think 85 is okay. So now let's animate our fractal noise. We are going to use the evolution to animate it. So Alt click on the evolution stopwatch here to bring out expression window. Okay. With our expression window open, let's type time times something like 80. Okay. Times 80. It's okay. Okay. Let me make it 85. Let me make it 85. Okay. So after animating our fractal noise, select the noise layer, then duplicate it, Control D. Then the duplicated one, the one on top, come to its fractal noise and invert it. Just check the invert column here. All right. Now select the two layers, the two noise. Okay. Then come to layer on the menu bar, then pre-compose. Okay. Move our attributes. Then name it mask. Mask. Okay. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to animate the mask on the logo here. So select the logo here, come to Effect and type Image Wipe. Image Wipe. Okay, CC Image Wipe. Then drag it onto the logo here. All right. Okay. Now hit E for effects to open it. Now on CC image wipe, come to gradient, and on layer, change it to mask 1. Okay, so after changing the layer to mask 1, off the mask eye, okay, off the mask eye to reveal the logo. All right, now come to the image wipe, then completion, put completion to something like 100%. Okay, then you set a key at the beginning, then move your timeline forward, then put the transition, the completion to 0% again. Okay, so you have something like this. You see that? So the fractal noise gradually reveals the image. You see? The fractal noise gradually reveals the image. Okay, now let's move forward. Select the two logos, the mask and the logo here, then pre-compose them. Go to layer, pre-compose. Okay, move all attributes, then name it something like logo build. Logo build. Then click OK. All right. So now let's drag and drop our reflection image underneath our logo build. Okay. Pre-compose the reflection image. Move all attributes. Name it glass. Glass. Okay. Now double click on the glass layer to go into its settings. Scale it down a bit. Hit S and scale it down a bit. I think this is okay. All right. So 50% is okay. 50%. Okay. Now go to Effect and type Motion Tile. Motion Tile. Drag it onto the image. Okay. Now come to Output Width on the Motion Tile attributes. Then on Output Width, make it 1000. Then on Output Height, make it also 1000. Okay. Then you mirror the edge by checking the box here. All right. Okay. So after that, all that you have to do is to animate the tile center. Okay. So you hit E to bring out the motion tile effect. Then you set a key at the beginning. Then move your timeline to the end. Then move your center point to the other side. Okay. So whilst you are moving it, you see it's animating. Okay. All right. So now let's play it and see. You see it going? Okay. Okay. Now let's go back to our final composition here. Let's go to the project 2, the project window. Then drag and drop our here composition under the layer. Okay. Let's drag it under the layer here. After that, hide the logo here by offing the eye. Now select glass layer, then alpha matte it. Click on the mode or toggle switches here. Then select alpha matte. Okay. So you have alpha matte the glass with the logo build. So you have something like this. The glass inside the logo. You see that? Okay. Now come to Effects and apply CC Glass. CC Glass. And apply CC Glass on our glass layer. Okay. So Starlight CC Glass. Let's drag it onto the glass. Okay. Then come to the CC Glass attributes. So let's open it. The bump map. Let's change it to logo here. The softness, let's make it 50. And the height 250. Okay. Displacement, let's put it at negative 445. Then the light type, let's change it to point light. Okay. Now come to effect again and type CC Blobulize. And drag it onto the glass layer again. Then open its attributes. Okay. Then on blobbiness, let's change the blobby layer to logo here. Let's change it to logo here. Then its properties, let's change it to alpha. Softness 10. Then the cutaway 3 also. Okay. The light type, let's change this one to point light. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we have something like this. Let's play it and see. Okay, for your information, when it comes to the reflection material, any HDRI studio material can do it. So all that you have to do is come to your internet, okay, Google, then type HDRI studio. Then any of these materials, you can use any of them for the reflection. Okay, all that you have to do is animate it, apply the motion tile effects, then animate it. That's all. Then you can use it to do your animation. Okay? All right. Now let's go on. Now let's insert in an adjustment layer, new adjustment layer on top of our logos and name it material or color. Okay? It can be material or color. Let me just make it color. All right. Okay. Now apply curve effect to it. Curve effects. Just click and drag it onto our color layer here. All right. Now let's work on the channels. Let's select red. Then move the line up a bit. Select green, then move it up. Select blue. Let's come down. We are trying to create a good color. Okay. Let's come down. Let me select the red again. Then go up a bit more. Okay. Then the green. Go up a bit more. Okay. Now apply the curves effect again onto the color layer so that you have a second curve. Okay. So this one, select the red again, then move it up a bit. Then select the green, move it up or down here a bit. Okay. Then you select the blue, come down. Okay. Then select alpha. Then the alpha go up. Okay. So you have something like this. See our good material being reflected on the logo there nicely. Okay. Simple. Okay. Now let's select all the logo in the final composition, then pre-compose them. Move our attributes, then name it logo animation. Okay. All right, so we have this. So let's try to create a background. So let's right click in and insert a solid layer. Let's keep it at white. Okay. Let's bring it underneath it. All right. Now let's apply ramp to it, or gradient ramp. Okay, let me change it to radar. Let me just swap the colors. This one will come down a bit. Okay, so we have this. For now, let me just leave the background as this for now. Okay, so you can select the logo animation, then right click on it, then come to stylize or layer star, then apply, drop shadow. Okay, then you come to the drop shadow, then the distance goes something like 10. Then let's see the size goes something like 50 do 50. Let's see. Okay, let me make it 40. Okay, so this is okay. So you have something like this, a simple golden logo animation. Okay, all right. So now if you are okay with this, you can just go ahead with this and create any background, or if you have a background image, just drag and drop it underneath it. Then you are gone. Okay, or you can just play around with this background. Just select the background, then come to Effects, Transition, Venetian Blind. Okay, then put it, the Venetian blind to something like 2, transition completion to 2, rotate it to something like 45. All right, let me put it at 1. Apply it, or just duplicate it again. Then the angle minus 45. So it depends on the kind of background you are going for. Okay, it depends on the kind of background you are going for. You can create any background and place this thing on it, and it will look cool. All right? Okay. So let's see. I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm okay with this. But if you want to do more, you can still do more. So let's see. Let's try to create a stroke on it. All right? So let's come to our project window here. Let's drag and drop our logo here on top of our logo animation. Then let's name this. Let's rename the logo here to stroke. Stroke. Okay. Then come to Effects and apply an Vegas effect on it. Vegas. Let's drag and drop it onto the stroke. Then, since it's a gold animation I'm doing, gold letter logo animation I'm doing, maybe I'll decide to keep the color at yellow. If you want to change it to white, you can do that too. Okay. Then you come to image contour. Okay. Then change channel to alpha. Okay. Change the channel to alpha. Then threshold, let me keep it at 228 or 230. 230. Tolerance 0. Segment 1. Okay. Okay, so now let's come to rendering and the blend mode. Let's change it to transparent. Okay, so that we have this. All right. Okay. Now let's see. Let's come to, let's see, the midpoint opacity. Let's put it at something like minus 0.410. It's okay. Then the midpoint position, let's put it at 0.212. Okay. All right. So now we are going to animate it. All right. Now let's come to rotation. Rotation. Okay. So Alt click on rotation to bring out the expression window. Then type time times 50. Okay. So you have this. You see that the strokes are moving. Okay, on the surface of the logo. All right. So now let's come to rendering, we are going to animate the hardness and the start opacity and the end opacity. Okay, so for starters, let's put the start opacity to 0, the end opacity to 0. Okay, now let's set a key, hardness key, then start opacity key also. Then move it forward a bit. Okay, then the hardness goes something like, let me see, 1. Then start opacity 0.5. Okay, then the end opacity 0.5. Okay, so you have something like this. Okay, so you move the timeline forward a bit, then close the animation, then move it backwards a bit again, then end animation with 0, 0, on hardness 0, start opacity 0, end opacity 0. So you have something like this. Oh, that was too fast. Okay, let me change this, the start opacity to 0.2. Okay, this one to 0.2. Let me see, 0.2 here, 0.2. So you have something like this. Okay. Okay, so you have something like this. If the animation is, the flow of the lines, the strokes are too slow for you, you can just come to the time here, then 120, so that it will be faster for you if that's what you want. Let's see. Okay, I think 120 is okay. All right, so basically we are done with our animation, our logo animation. We are done with it. Now let's on our background, a simple background we created. Let's see. So we have this. Okay, so from here, where it says logo here, where is it? Logo here. You can basically drop anything here and it will animate for you. Okay, let's see. Let's just put something here. Okay, let me just type something here. Something like, let's see, come. Let's type something, then make it white. Let's scale it up. So we have this. Okay, so when you come to final, so you see, the camera has been animated as a logo. All right, so basically whatever logo you drop here, it will just form the design for you. Okay, all right, so finally this is what we came out with. Okay, as for the background, you can design it any way that you want. Okay, you just take your time and create a nice intro logo. I think I'll use this style for my new intro logo. Okay, it's nice. All right, guys, see you next time. Okay, please kindly subscribe, like, and comment. All right.